morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, class. Good morning. Good morning, all of you. I just thought I'll be there in the class this time today. I'm normally there before you all come, so I just thought let's have that feel that ma'am is already there. normally, in school, you all are there in the classroom, and I used to walk in, and you all would be, found seated so beautifully on your chairs, and so I just thought today I'll do that. I'll wait for you. Whole year you used to be there for me, and things have changed now. We are there, and it's like you walk into the classroom. So I think that's the way it is. All right. So where were we in story of an hour? We're going to bring. I hope so far the story of an hour, which has not been a story of an hour for us at least. I hope it's quite clear what's happening, what's happened, and all the thoughts, the feelings, the different relationships, different problems in life that go on. Jatin is there.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Divyanshu. So these are the different things that we have been taking up. And yesterday, who was knocking at the door? Who was knocking at the door? Mrs. Mallard is inside. And what is Mrs. Mallard's name, by the way? We got to know yesterday.
Louis.
Lois.
So her name is Louis, and who was knocking at the door?
Josephine.
Josephine was knocking, and if you remember, Josephine worry was, oh Louis, you will go sick, you will fall ill, and let me come in, let me help you, I'll be there. Oh my God, poor girl, what is there in her life now, right? And this is what Josephine is thinking. And then we have, please read out those lines with Josephine was, which Louis was saying to herself. Begin. Let's read those lines which Louis was saying to herself. Anyone?
Go away. Ma'am, this one?
Yeah, sure. You got it right.
Go away. I'm not making myself ill.
I'm not making myself ill, right? She says, no, I'm not ill. Who says I'm ill? Like I said yesterday, somebody said it. Just now I have actually become, I was sick and now I have become okay. So I'm not ill. Maybe she wants to say this shout out to the sister. Maybe, she's not able to shout out really. Okay, go on. Yes, Divyanshu.
No, she was drinking in a very elixir of life.
Because
what open window.
Yes, because what has she drunk on? She has just drunk on the elixir of life. She has had that magical.
She enjoyed her freedom.
Yes, she has got that magical drink that she has had, drink of freedom. And we already discussed a lot yesterday that freedom is the best gift we want or we can give to somebody, right? So she is drinking on this beautiful, magical, life-giving Amrit. Elixir is something like Amrit, right? So she says, "Abhi abhi to maine Amrit chakha hai." Abhi abhi to, I have got my freedom. I am not ill. One thing I'm very sure is I am not ill anymore. So let's go on.
Her fancy was running riot along those days ahead of her.
She was thinking of the days ahead of her. She says, अब देखते हैं आगे आगे होता है क्या, कल कब आएगा, फिर परसों आएगा, फिर I don't know what to say, day after tomorrow, and then it's September, it'll be October, then it'll be November. Oh wow. So she is thinking of the days ahead of her. She is so full of elixir. She's just had that drink, so she's full of energy, and she's kind of going on. She has had a boost, a Complan drink. Yes, please go on, Priyanshu. You're doing well.
Spring days and summer days and
Spring
all sort of
days.
days
What
that
kind of
would be
days?
her own.
What kind of days will be my own?
Spring and
Spring
summer.
days, summer
Spring and
days,
summer,
spring and
all
summer,
sort of days.
all sorts of days, all sorts of. She's ready for, even if little autumn comes, she says no problem, though she doesn't mention it, right? But look at this woman who has just faced autumn and is able to convert it into spring. I think wonderful and amazing. Somebody having that energy, that who can convert autumn into spring and summer days, all sorts of days. And I made you underline the word, very important, my own. All those days, जैसे भी होंगे, मेरे अपने होंगे. All those days, the spring and the summer, whatever the days will be, they will be my own. They will be mine. Nobody will dictate me. Nobody will tell me what to do. Nobody will be, ruling me and etc. I'll be free. Please go on.
She breathed a quick prayer that life might be long.
Excuse me. What is the prayer? She's a widow. Don't forget. And what is the prayer? May my life be long. I just hope, God, you give me a long life. I want to live long. Why do you think she wants to live long?
Because she wants to now enjoy her life, her freedom
Freedom
she
life,
got
right?
now.
By the way, let me ask you, do you people look forward to college? And give me one reason why.
Yes, ma'am.
Why? Any one reason. Why
I'm
do you
looking.
wait?
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
looking the life after my graduation.
Okay. Why do you think? Why are you thinking of that? Any one reason?
Ma'am, because I think matlab, there will be some more happiness which I will bring to my family
All right. Yes.
and to my friends, to close ones, for which I cannot buy now for
Very
them.
good. Very good. Very
I
good.
think
So,
I will enjoy more.
more reason, shall I tell you, which probably at this age, we may not be able to speak out also. The reason is because you will be able to do the things the way you want. You'll be able to do the things the way you want. You'll be able to help whom you want. You'll be able to, buy things that you want. There'll be a lot of freedom. There'll be a lot of freedom. So we all look ahead to being independent. The day we wait. I remember when I was there, studying, and I used to wait. When will I start? Working, and I'll be independent, and I'll probably, maybe will be able to buy this thing for that rickshaw wala, and maybe I can even give this to. Right now, under my parents' work, I may not be able to, because I understand they're already working very hard for my education. So independence is something that we all look forward to. India was looking ahead for independence, isn't it? They were all fighting. You've all done it in history. So she says, she's saying a prayer. May the somebody in the waiting room. I'm just trying to bring it.
Ma'am, please
So
take unseen.
I've taken it. I'm just joining it. Yeah, please read on.
It was only yesterday she had thought with a sudden that life might be long.
And yesterday, when she was Mrs.Mallard, when she was not a widow, when she was still a wife, it is told to us, she was afraid to think, बाप रे, पता नहीं कितनी लंबी जिंदगी है, बाबा रे बाबा, कैसे कटेगी ये जिंदगी, she was shuddering to think that her life may be long. Yesterday, when she was married, that was that we are told, it was only yesterday. Yesterday means when she was married, she had thought with a shudder, oh my God, इतनी लंबी जिंदगी है, कैसे जीऊं? Contrast, a line before that. And today she's praying, may my life be a long one. This is where I need to pause and again think about her married life. We have already had a lot of discussions on what could have been the problem. Whose fault we do not know. We do not know if husband was doing less or husband was doing more, whether the wife is able to receive love or not, or whether the wife has different expectations, whatever. We do not know that, isn't it? We can never know that. All that we know from the story, from whatever has been written here, is that there was unhappiness. Whoever may be the reason, there was unhappiness. And from wife's point of view, we come to know that she was unhappy with the husband. I know we're not here to kind of we can have an argumentative, exposition on this, that whose fault and who's not. But as of now, we've already had a discussion, so I'm not going to go into that. But one thing is very clear, that the wife who's left behind is telling us she was not happy with the husband. No wonder. We already know all the key words that she has spoken, and she continues. And this is a very major one, where she talks of praying for a long life after she has become a widow. Means a lot. I repeat, I do not know whether the husband is at fault or is it the wife at fault. All we know is she is praying for a long life after she has become a widow. It's very clear she was not happy in her married life. Let's continue.
She arose at length and opened the door to her sisters in opportunities.
Yeah, go on.
There was there was a feverish tremor in her eyes,
In her
and
eyes.
she
I want
carried
you to
herself.
stop there. She arose at length. Now, this is something actually we had covered up yesterday, but I want you to go over it again so that, like it builds up a tempo. You understand what's happening. So I'm just kind of repeating all this. We did do it yesterday already. She finally got up. It's like getting up. She'd been thinking, looking out of the window and, smiling and all that happening. And from crying to it was a smile. And now finally she gets up, and opens the door, because Josephine has been importuning, has been requesting, open the door, open the door, open the door, knock, 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 knock. She finally gets up and she says, okay, let me open the door. There was a feverish triumph in her eyes. She felt victorious. She was feeling jubilant. Triumph, victory. जीत लग रही थी उनको, लग रहा था मैं अब जीत गई हूँ. I have won. What has she won? Won over what?
Freedom.
She didn't do anything.
She won over her husband. She gets freedom.
Did she do anything
She
about
gets
it?
victory.
No. Let's
No, ma'am.
understand. No, but you can only win in which you work hard. But she's not killed her husband. Did she pray that may my husband die? No. See, victory वहाँ
Ma'am,
होती है जहाँ
sometimes we
हमने
won
करा.
indirectly.
No, win is directly. Triumph would you run the race and you win. You know what I mean?
She won over sadness.
Wonderful. Yes, Priya.
For losing her husband.
From autumn to spring is her journey.
Spring.
Nobody else can make you feel happy. Mind you, I'm on to another very important aspect of life. I'm not discussing at the moment Mr. and Mrs. Mallard. I am talking about achieving victory in your life. Normally, we all wait. That person will come and make us happy. That person will give me a solution how to come out of my problem. It is her journey. It was her own thought system. It was her own battle with her emotions. She was in grief. She cried like anything. It was a storm, we are told, right? I'm using the word from the book. It was a storm. She decides to go up because she knows it's my battle. It's all about my life. The grief has hit my life. All these people are with me today evening. Maybe they'll be there with me for 3 more days. Then it's my life. I have to find a solution for my life. Life is given to me. Do I decide to spend it crying, or do I decide to spend it happily? It's all about us. No, all about me, you. Whatever may be the problem in our life, we all may face autumn many times in our life. Autumn comes every day. Every day there is an autumn. Every day something or the other happens which makes us cry.
Ma'am,
Something or the other. Who bring, just a second, Divyanshu, sorry, I'll get back to you. Who will bring us out of all that? Somebody else? We keep waiting. We keep waiting for somebody's sorry. वो सॉरी कहेंगे तब मेरा मूड ठीक होगा. Prospero did not wait. Yes, Divyanshu, we'd love to hear from you.
ma'am, if the reason of happiness is gone from our life, then how we uh, happy in our future life?
Number
How?
one, whom are you making the reason of happiness in your life? Who? Somebody
Ma'am, our
temporary?
parents.
Our parents. But temporary, mind you, Divyanshu, they are temporary. I keep telling my daughter, I won't be around all the time, my dear. I won't be around all the time. Baby, my love will always be there. My thoughts will always stay with you, but I physically is limited edition. I will go away. Make your reason of
Ma'am, but
happiness.
sometimes physical presence is also important.
Sometimes you just said it yourself. Sometimes let's use something more
But ma'am,
permanent.
not.
Let's use something more permanent for our happiness then, so that we'll always remain happy. COVID. My mother is
How can we change the reason of happiness in our life?
change. You should not change. Why should you change? Why should, if there is some
Then
person's
how?
thought, if there is somebody's thought giving you happiness, continue to think about that person. Whether that person is yours or not, that's not the matter. Whether you can reach to that person or not, that should not be the reason. My mother, suppose, just to give an example, COVID, and I can't go and visit her. I can't go and visit her. So what do? I keep bringing her thoughts in my mind. I remember what she tells me. I remember what she says, Beta, please, are you drinking enough water? Dear, are you having breakfast? I keep having her voice in my mind. And actually speaking, should I tell you this? This I thought because she's 83. And I think, better to make her presence in my mind, in my heart, because physically she may not be there always. And then I'll break. So while she's still there, why do I not make a transition and put her in me in a place where she will never leave me in my thoughts, in my heart? Very difficult, children. Very difficult, I understand at your age. Very difficult. But I can only guide you and help you. That this is the way I've been leading my life. This is the way. Look, virtual classes. We were so used to seeing each other, isn't it? Good that we had those memories in our heart and mind, and we kept using, those. I remembered each one face, and the way you react. You remember those days of audio classes, and only voice could be heard. And I remember you people telling me, "Ma'am, we are imagining your face." I used to do the same. Yes, Divyanshu, were you doing the same then? It's not like today. Today here, yes, at least you can see me and I can see you. I still can't see you. You're not coming online, so that's not a problem. But is the voice giving you happiness?
Yes, ma'am.
Not very difficult. It took us months. It took us March, April, May. We were not used to it. What's this? What's this? Just listening to something. How can we do this? How can we study this? We need ma'am's face. I said, I need to see the face of each and every child. But then I thought, no, let me now make a change in the way I am. Let me make you all more permanent in me. And now your faces are in my heart, in my mind. Now whether I see your face, whether I don't see your face, Priya Gupta, I only see the name written. I see Dhruv, some squares, and I see Divyanshu's smiling face, or Rudrika name written. It's okay. I've just transferred you all into a more permanent system of me, into permanent memory, rather than. So it's all in our hands. It's all in our hands. And that's why I am trying to celebrate Mrs. Mallard here. Now, this is a very different point. She is, Priya Gupta just told us, Priya helped us understand. Priya really helped us understand what? That she has won a battle of her own emotions. Therefore, she's feeling victorious. Therefore, she's feeling victorious. That I have finally been able to decide what I want in my life because my sister cannot help me. Nobody on this earth can help me. I'll have to take my decision whether I'm happy with whatever is happening in my life. So yes, Priya, you got the point very right, very right. And there is triumph in her eyes because she has changed her life from autumn to spring. She's ready to face life, come what may, whatever it will be. And mind you, she's decided to face it with a joyful smile. She's not going to cry and say, "Dekhen kal kya hoga, pata nahi." Not that face, but okay, let's see what happens tomorrow. Whatever will be, will be. I'll have to face it. Should I face it or should I live it? I'll live it. Even if it's sorrow, I'll live it. If it's happiness, I'll live it. कुछ दुख आएगा, थोड़ा रो लेंगे, कोई बात नहीं. अच्छा आएगा, हंस लेंगे. करेला मिलेगा, कड़वा होगा, पर खा लेंगे. अगले दिन पनीर मिलेगा, हा हा, उसको भी खा लेंगे. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. The secret lies here. And we are learning again. We are learning again from Mrs. Mallard. Please continue, Devanshu.
She carried herself unwittingly like a goddess of victory.
Goddess of victory. You understand? How is she feeling? She feels like she is the goddess of victory. You've already understood what is the victory. Victory, she is not fighting a battle with anyone outside. It was a battle of her. बैटल हमेशा बेटा जिंदगी में आधे से ज्यादा कॉन्फ्लिक्ट अंदर हो रहे हो. करूँ ना करूँ, ये मेरे साथ क्यों हुआ, मेरे साथ ही ऐसा क्यों हुआ, उसने ऐसा क्यों करा, ये क्या हुआ. Prospero, who can suffer more than Prospero? Who can suffer more than Miranda? For no fault. Has she given up living even on an island? No. Mrs. Mallard, she feels like a goddess of victory. She has found the formula. She has found the formula. How will she live her life now? She's found that formula. And look at that, so quickly she could find. Many of us may judge her. अरे अभी तो husband की death हुई है, and look at the way she's talking. Well, we may judge her, it's okay. We may blame her, it's okay. But उनको जिंदगी तो जीनी होगी ना. Can we please give her the freedom to live the way she wants? Or do we want her to live now the way we want, the way society wants, the way her mother-in-law will want, the way her father-in-law will want, the way her sister will want? Now, like Caliban, will she transfer her slavery from father to the society? Or can we all give her the freedom? It's your life, Mrs. Mallard. Live it the way you want. Live it the way you want. We are nowhere here to judge you. वैसे भी हम आपकी जिंदगी में कुछ कर तो पाएंगे नहीं, कितने दिन साथ देंगे आपका? तो हम होते कौन हैं? Who are we to guide you, tell you do this, don't do this? अरे ये भी कैसे सोच रही हो? अभी तो हस्बैंड की डेथ हुई है, क्या सोच रही हो? कैसे सोच रही हो? कैसी हो तुम? कैसी वाइफ हो? Blah 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 blah. Can we give her a break and let her live? Let her enjoy the freedom, whatever she wants to do. It's her life. Can we stop judging? Can we stop expecting? Let's not become Mr. Mallard. Again, we'll start expecting things from her. And again, she'll break. Goddess of victory. She's just found her victory. Let's move on.
She clasped her sister's waist, and together they descended the stairs.
Okay, so finally, she opens the door, and Josephine is standing there. And look at the word. I want you to really underline this. She clasped her sister's waist. It was she who put the hand and said, "All right, Josephine, come." Who is weaker at the moment? Who should have been weak? Who should have been weaker?
Louis,
Louis should have
but
been
vice
weaker.
versa.
But vice versa,
Yes, ma'am.
Divyanshu, you are on the spot, and I hope you're all on the spot too. Very interesting. It should have been Louis, like
Josephine.
Louis should have been like this. "Kya karoon main?" And then Josephine will come.
My
and say,
husband.
Yeah, and I think Josephine would have come and said, "Come on, come on, come on, out, mere saath chalo." But here, just in time, she found her victory. She just won the battle of different thoughts inside her, and she decided what she wants. And she's the one who says, "Come, Josephine, chalo, bolo, kya karna hai? Kya kehna chahti ho? You were knocking at the door. I've opened the door. Come." And it is she who clasped the waist of Josephine. Very important, important gesture, physical language that shows her confidence. She's got back her confidence. Her confidence was broken, completely shattered. It's like getting a 0 in exam. Shattered. Yeah? Less marks. We fight our own battle. All right. I'm going to pick up. I'm going to start doing again. Never mind, there was autumn in 11th. I'm going to bring summer. I'm going to bring spring in class 12. I'm going to do it. I'm going to surprise myself and my teacher and my parents and everybody around. I'm going to pick up. And did you not all pick up? Yes. Ask me. You have. You have. Proud of you all. Proud of you all. You're fighting your own battles. 101 problems we are surrounded with, device, network. So many problems the whole day through we are struggling. It's never been easier than, it's never been more difficult than the way we are struggling at the moment, you and I both. But we are finding our own formulas, sometimes together, sometimes alone. You all are gods of victory. You all are gods of victory. Mrs.Mallard. Let's continue.
Richards stood waiting for them at the bottom.
You remember her room was upstairs. Remember she had walked up alone, and now with her now she
Yes,
is,
ma'am.
she is walking down the stairs. She's on the stairs and she is walking down the stairs. And when she comes out, she can see Richards. You remember that friend of the husband? Richards is standing down there. So now with her, let us all go down. So we are now coming out of that room which had an open window, roomy chair, and where the from where she saw the spring and the top of the trees, and you know all the words. I'm
Blue
not
patches of sky,
blue. You all know
clouds.
now. You all know it very well now. I know we spend a lot of time. That's why we ask for videos also for that. And now she is coming down. Let's go down with her. Come, Divyanshu will take us.
Someone was opening the front door with a latchkey.
Now, when she is walking
It
down,
was
she is
Bradley
coming.
Mallard.
Yeah, she is coming down. She is coming down on the stairs, and in front of that stair is the main door. It is the main door, and she doesn't know this, but you and I know somebody is opening the door. You know, somebody is opening the door. Now, if I'm standing here and if the door is here, can I from here see the door? The door is visible to me. Can you see this? My hand movements. This is us. This is the door. Is it visible to us? It's right in front of us. We can
Yes,
see
ma'am.
it. We can all see it. So this is the position. This is us with Mrs. Mallard. हम लोग लुइस के साथ हैं, जोसेफिन और हम यहाँ हैं. And this is the front door. And the front door is being opened. Somebody is opening the door. We are told it was who?
Brentley Mallard,
And who is Brentley Mallard?
Bradley Mallard.
husband of Lewis.
You mean his ghost has come? Spooky. She's standing here, goddess of victory, freedom, wishing for a long life. Brentley Mallard is standing in front of her. Should she be happy or sad? Should she be happy or sad? फिर ट्विस्ट आ गया कहानी में. क्या करें? मेरा हाथ दुख जाएगा. क्या करें? What to do? She should run, and oh, you're back. Oh, my husband is alive. She'll go and hug. Scenario 1. Scenario 2. Should I be happy or sad? He's alive. Wow. Wow, he's alive. But what about my freedom? Come on, what are you thinking? What kind of a woman are you? Your husband is alive and you're saying in freedom? Oh, my husband is alive. What to do? Let's read on and see what happens if you and I don't have an answer.
She should be happy.
All right. She should be happy that the husband is alive. Who would not be? If somebody is alive, why wouldn't we be happy? Even if our
Yes,
enemy,
ma'am.
we
But
should
she
never
will
have
not.
a...
But she will not.
Why? Why
I
will
think.
she be not? Why will she not? We have two. Wow. We have Ansh saying she should be happy, and then we have...
She against live the life of slavery.
All right. So let's go ahead. Let's just go because we are all thinking, isn't it? It's about the thoughts that we have. Yes. Let's go on and read on and see what happens.
A little traveler staying composedly carrying his grip sack and umbrella.
Now he's there with us, and he's travel strained. He is tired from the travel. He's coming from traveling. You remember he was involved in a railway accident. If he was supposed to be traveling in a train, right? You
Yes,
remember
ma'am.
that paragraph? He's carrying his grip
Yes,
sack.
ma'am.
He's carrying his sack. He's got this knapsack or some kind of a suitcase, and he has an umbrella. Maybe because it was a rainy time, he must have been carrying an umbrella, and he's looking disheveled and he's looking very tired. बिल्कुल बाल बिखरे हुए, or he's looking tired and must be tired because of a travel. Let's see what happened.
He had been far from the scene of accident, and did not even know that there had been one.
Very interesting. He was never in that train. This is so much like Hindi film formula twist, you know. He was not on that train. Incidentally, he may have missed that train. Or something must have happened. We are not told what happened, but he wasn't on that train. But the name on the bogie was written because that's the way it was reservation. He just may have missed his train by a few seconds. And the name said berth 3 reserved for Mr. Mallard. But Mr. Mallard was not there. He didn't even know that there was an accident of the train he was supposed to be in. He had no idea. Maybe he had missed the train and he was struggling. Bus station gaye honge, दूसरी bus ली होगी, फिर कहीं चले होंगे पैदल, फिर कोई ऑटो लिया होगा, पता नहीं क्या क्या. He must have been struggling. Oh my God, how do I get home? How do I get home? He didn't even know that the train has had an accident and I'm supposed to be dead. And everybody at home is mourning my death. Well, almost everybody. Did I say that right? Because no, wife did mourn. Wife is mourning. Wife is sad. It's just that her own feelings, she found what to do in her life ahead. And there he is alive in front of all of them. Let's move on.
Mom, I don't.
Yeah,
Mom,
yeah,
I
yes,
don't know.
Priya.
It seems so funny to me. Am I so cold-hearted?
No. It is quite funny. It is. You're so right. You know, this is like.
No, he was supposed to be dead, but now he's alive, which is a good thing. But now he shattered all Mrs. Mallard's dreams and everything.
Exactly, Hannah. And how do you take on from here? It's not easy. In real life, somebody may go laughing about it, and it's perfectly all right. Why do we have to have conventional thought system? नहीं ऐसे में हमें हंसना नहीं चाहिए. भाई क्यों नहीं हंसना चाहिए? हंसी आ रही है तो हंसेंगे ना. It's perfectly all right. Every single ये किसी ने क्यों बना दिए तरीके कि नहीं इसमें रोते हैं, इसमें हंसते हैं, इसमें ऐसा करते हैं. Why? Maybe the way our heart feels is different. And let's accept. Idea is of accepting things and letting people be free with the way they want to feel, isn't it? Somewhere the core emotion in the whole story, somewhere do you feel is this?
Yes, ma'am. We should learn from Mrs.
We are
Mallard.
learning, isn't it? That's why
Yeah.
this is in our
Yeah.
syllabus. Like you said, you want to laugh. Actually, even I wanted to laugh, but I just thought I may scare away so many of you. What's ma'am doing? I'm glad I found. You kind of echoed what I was going through. What do we do? Such a funny situation. We already have Ansh and Divyansh bringing us wonderful thoughts about two different sides. Such a major problem that we are facing. What do? Let's read on. At least try and finish the chapter for now.
He stood amazed at Josephine's piercing cry and Richard's quick motion to screen him from the view of his wife.
Okay,
But
so
Richard's
Josephine shouted, "Ah, little Miss!" She was shouted to see Mr. Mallard alive. And Richard tries to come and say, he tries to come and stand in front so that the wife will not see the wife and they will give her a surprise. Yeah, what happens?
Ma'am, the time is almost over.
Never mind, carry on.
But Richards was too late. When the doctors came,